All right, this is Tom at Buxton Auto. You found my video because you want to know where to sign your Texas car title as a seller. I've actually made this video about 3 different times, but in spite of that, I keep getting asked questions about how and where to sign and what to do. So I have other videos on the subject, but I am going to show you where to sign your Texas title. And then in case it was missed somewhere in this video, it will also have a top 5 questions people have asked me about signing your Texas title. Okay, so for the purpose of demonstration, where the seller is going to sign will be in yellow, and where the buyer will sign will be in pink. The first thing I want to say is when you are a seller, always fill out the title in front of the buyer and have the buyer put their information in the title in front of you. This will prevent them from taking the title with a blank name, just your signature, and going and selling the car to somebody else and collecting the money, and meanwhile the car rolls around in your name. Secondly, I want to say, as the seller, you're going to want to fill out a transfer. That's a form that you send into the state, and it lets the state know you've sold the vehicle and that you're no longer liable for tolls, tickets, armed robbery, things like that. So, when you get ready to sell your car, you're going to flip the title over. You are going to sign where it says signature of seller, which is highlighted in yellow. You're going to put the date in, okay? When you are signing your name, it is pertinent that you sign your name exactly as it is printed on the front of the title. If you have a middle initial only, you would use a middle initial only. If you have your complete middle name, you would sign your complete middle name. If you bought the car when you were a single lady and now you're married and your legal name has changed, you're still going to sign the title with the name that is printed on the front. Also, it is not necessary to sign the front of the title. You then want to make sure that your buyer writes in his name, address, and signs in front of you. That is what you need to do to sign your title and sell your car private party. Now, that being said, we're going to go through a few slides and answer the questions that I've been asked more than any others when it comes time to signing your Texas title. All right, top 5 question number 5. Does the seller's signature need to be notarized? No, it doesn't. Nowhere on the document does it say anything about notarization. I think that's just something from back in the day that people think about, and in a few states they do require notarization, but nowadays very few. And no, the signature does not need to be notarized. Question 4. Does the signature line on the front need to be signed? No, it doesn't. Now, I agree with you. Why the hell would they have a signature line on the front of the title when they don't require it to be signed? The simple answer is, I don't know. But I can tell you that it is not required in any county in Texas to be signed. If you want to sign it so that you feel better about it or whatever, you're welcome to do so. It won't hurt it, but it is not required to be signed in order to transfer the title. Question number 3. What if I'm selling the car for a business? That's very easy. You're going to sign your name as signature of seller because you are selling the car on behalf of the business. Now, it is not required, but generally a good idea that you include either a business card or a letterhead with the company name on it that you've signed that authorizes you or shows that you are an officer of the company, authorized representative of the company, something like that. You can just bang that out on your word processor, on your company's letterhead. And in most cases, honestly, just send them with a business card so that they can see that that's a representative of the company, and it won't be a big deal. So if on the front of the company it says ABC Company, you're just going to turn the back of the title over, and on signature of seller, you're going to sign Fred Smith and print Fred Smith and hand him your business card that says Fred Smith, Executive Vice President, ABC Company, and that's all you're going to need. Question number 2, one of the more popular questions I get asked. What if there's 2 people's names on the front of the title? Do both people need to sign? So the smartass in me says there's 2 owners to the car. Yeah, they both need to sign. But what Nice Tom is going to say is, yes, because there are 2 names on the front of the title, that means the vehicle has 2 owners. So if there is not the word "or" listed between the 2 owners' names, both owners will need to sign the title. So how do you get it onto the back line? There is only one line for signature of seller. Unfortunately, the government didn't think that very clear. So you have to squeeze both signatures and names printed and signed on those 2 lines for signature and printed name of seller. You can do it side by side. You can do it in very small print, one on top of the other, or one below the line and one above the line. Anything around that will be sufficient for the state, because every state rep knows that there's nearly not room for 2 signatures. But yes, both signatures and both printed names have to be on the back of the title for it to be a valid sale. So in both of my older videos that I've done about signing your title, I have beat this like a dead horse. And it still is the #1 question people ask me. I get comments on the videos, I get emails from people that have found my email address, and I even get calls at the shop asking this. So I wanted to make it the most clear answer I can ever make. The #1 question I get asked is, do I have to sign my title just like it says on the front? What I mean by that is, if my case, my name is Thomas, that's my legal name. I go by Tom. But if the front of the title says Thomas, I have to sign Thomas. So if your name is Robert Frederick Smith, and that is what's printed on the front of the title, you have to sign Robert Frederick Smith. You can't sign Bob Smith. You can't sign Robert F. Smith. You have to sign Robert Frederick Smith. So however the name is printed on the title is what you would sign. No abbreviations. Don't sign more. Don't sign less. Whatever is printed on the title is what you will print and sign on the back of the title. Also, if you're a young lady that happened to get married, you're going to sign the name of the title. It doesn't matter if you've had a legal name change. You're going to sign the name that is printed on the front of the title. That is the single biggest hiccup people get across when it comes time to signing their title and selling their car. As long as you do that, you'll be in good shape. So these are 5 of the most common questions I get. I hope that putting it in this format has made it a little easier for folks to retain, to be able to sell their title with the least amount of frustration and headache. I appreciate you watching. If you found this video to be useful, helpful, or otherwise somewhat entertaining, feel free to give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, a comment down below, anything like that to let me know we're on the right track. Thanks for watching, guys, and y'all have a great day.